we're moving into Matsu versus Takuzo. Take it away, guys.
Guildies versus Guildies action happening right here. We've seen this tag a lot today already. This will be our third players that we've seen from this representing this guild here. But pre-ban's locked in, Laura and Vanessa in the pre-ban.
All right, first pick for Matsu here. We might be seeing... I guess it's just doing some firm handshake. Yeah, firm handshake all around for the boys.
Yep.
Just showing LD5, you know. But probably going to be Yon Hong first pick here.
No surprise, he's stealing something that they are very in common with. He's going to be showcasing some of his own LDs over here. I love these handshakes. It's just that friendliness that you see, you know, among two players that are friends, guildies. They know each other really well. It looks like we might be getting serious now with a Ciara here. We know a lot of people have been taking this unit as a first-round pick here.
All right, I think Ciara's going to lead into... Oh my god, Ciara leading into a light horse right off the bat here. Are we seeing a Boverk coming out from Matsu potentially to counter the light horse? Because that is one annoying unit when RNG doesn't go your way.
That is super interesting to see such an early Eleanor like that. But all right, you know, it's SWC, and making things unpredictable for your opponent, I think, is really, really important here. And you know what? I think that's what we're doing in this match. I think we've got two players that know each other so well that they have this idea to be a little bit more creative with one another. And we're going to see that a shower yes, the Fire Desert Warrior being drafted here.
Yes, I think he's going to take a shower too, Stoic. But over there, we are seeing a Nasha getting picked up here together with the Juno. I'm not sure if the Juno's the right play, because I think the Fire Bayek's going to have the defense break to deal with the Juno, and very good single target damage right there. But Nasha is really, really good in his position to snipe an enemy unit very quickly. I like that. He's picking all my LD5.
I do like the Nasha. I think Nasha is going to be excellent, you know, providing lots of defense breaks and high damage here. But we've got more, and Masha, the opposite to Nasha, being drafted on the other side.
All right, we're seeing a lot of single target damage coming out from Matsu, which means the Juno is definitely going to be in trouble right here. He definitely need a last pick water. Maybe a Chow getting picked up soon here for the last pick to deal with the no-win draft coming out from Matsu.
No way. We're going to see a Zaratu being drafted by Takuzo. I was like, I love the Chow. I think Chow's going to be a great pick here. Zaratu is going to be chosen. All right.
Man, throwback to 0222 in the EU Cup with the 02 showcase, and now we have another Zaratu in picked up here. This unit is going to be a big wild card because we don't know it's going to be on a full tank build, on a high damage build, vampire or violent. Anything is possible with the Zaratu getting picked up last year. And let's see, it's going to be doing enough for the team.
Yep, speed leads for both players here. Nasha and Yan Hong are going to get the bans out here. We get to see Zaratu. Will it pop off or will it fall? We've got more taking turn one, looking for a full team strip here. Does get it, but it gets revenge. Despair stunned by the Juno.
All right, I think someone need to give this Juno to Blue Whale, because this Juno is popping off with the stun and the strip and everything.
Nice stun there on top of that fire break for sure. Defense break sitting across the Zaratu right now. Hugs going out on top of the Moor here. We've got third skill. He's going to be pushing up his team, getting some slows on the other side of the field here. And we can't tell if that's on a Despair. We've got another Revenge Despair from Juno. That's just what this Juno is going to do this game.
Especially on the war unit as well. Two unit getting absolutely controlled by this Juno. And Zaratu is going to take his first turn and is going to be hurting.
Oof, that's enough dots to do away with that Fire Bayek. He will be dropping here. Zaratu handled that so well. Eleanor, honestly, a great unit right now to bring that sustain and comfort to Matsu's team.
And without the defense break, I think this Zaratu is going to be insane. I think it's the end for Matsu. He has no more way to strip the protection coming out from TAKUZO team. And another stun coming out. And the horse is going to get a violent prop back to heal the team with more HP, and Zaratu is going to another turn and heal himself back and doing some massive damage onto the enemy unit once again.
Oof, dots are going to be enough to drop that Chandra. Bomb's going to be landing on top of that more. Once it drops, that's going to be over. Takuzo with a round one victory over Matsu.
Unbelievable Despair Revenge stun coming out from the Juno. We received that before in our days, but that is a very rare thing to see, especially twice in a row in the match. MATSU definitely got caught and surprised by that Juno right there.
Oh, that it's something you can't like account for. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, people built it on revenge, people built it on despair, but it's not supposed to happen like that. You don't see the revenge despair stunts coming out in multiples. You expect a skill 2 to come out and stun something. That's going to happen, but a double revenge despair like that is pretty crazy.
Especially on 2 water unit that's supposed to receive a bit less chance to be stunned with the recent balance patch on the despair stun rate when you have a chance to glance the enemy and all that stuff. So that was just really bad luck for MATSU here. But hey, if it's bad luck, that's something you can't control, and here you can win with strategy this time.
That's right, and we can win with strategy with Vanessa first pick here. Let's see what TAKUZO is going to set up here, hopefully landing a defense break to capitalize on it. And then on the other side of the field, MATSU with the Chandra and Laura looking at turn 1.
Surprisingly, we have a light Holy Berry pre-ban. This unit has been making waves in different regions, being a very solid unit that can protect your team, defense break, do damage, and just very, very annoying overall in the Bruiser meta. And we have the Nasha and the Win Bison getting picked up by TAKUZO, trying to snipe the turn 1 once again.
I do like that strategy. I think Nasha's a fine LD Nat 5. I know people call for a buff all the time. I think it's a good unit. It just needs its window of opportunity, and we might be able to create that window of opportunity with a Vanessa and Saga here. But on the other side of the field, we got a Veladril, we got a Firebeak being drafted by MATSU, and again, Eleanor and that Zaratu coming back to the field.
I think this is a very good draft into the sort of more meta unit coming out from MATSU here, because with the aura passive coming out from the horse, it's going to be hard for the Veladril and the Firebat to do solid damage. And Zaratu is a very solid bruiser unit with the self-healing in the passive. So this is going to be a very hard game for MATSU, trying to control the enemy that has a lot of self-buff skill right here.
I think the segment last pick is fine, but I think that segment last pick might be actually banned out.
I wonder, because I think the Firebat might be banned out so that there won't be a lot of damage coming from MATSU team, and segment is very good at disappointing you at times, I must say.
Well, maybe that's what he's banking on. Laura's going to get the ban. Nasha, again, is going to get the ban. We're not going to see a Beast Rider popping off, but 33 speed lead coming up for TAKUZO. Let's see if he has enough to take turn 1 here. And Segment still will be taking turn 1.
There's no wheel on the Bison. It might be on a revenge build to potentially revenge provoke the enemy even further. And the Segment landed the reset onto the Zaratu. But Zaratu only needed 1 proc to get the buff back, I think.
Yeah, I think so as well. He's looking to set up a defense break on top of that. Segment lands that. Looking at a reset that gets resisted by the Firebeak. Trying to capitalize on that defense break on the Segment. Segment handled that very, very well here. We are going to be going for immunity, buffing up his team here. There it is with the anti-crit as well.
Anti-crit coming up. Hopefully it's going to work against the Veladril and the Firebeak here, but definitely doesn't work against the Chandra skill 1, that's for sure.
Oh, let's see what happens, because we got Ashur, the Firebeak looking to provide some big damage here. It gets that silence on top of the Zaratu.
But you can't silence the passive, which means Zaratu will still be hurting if he doesn't get the stun from the Chandra, which he's looking just fine. Not getting stunned just yet. And remember, there's going to be a Vanessa revive. So Zaratu is still going to be on the field. And one small defense break somewhere coming out from TAKUZO. That's going to be potentially a dead unit from the side of MATSU. And here comes the defense break.
Needs to set it up. Doesn't get the defense break. Does get that strip, though. He can set it up here. Gets the defense break with that cigar. And we've got Zaratu looking to take advantage of that defense break right now.
Firebeak can only heal the Segment, cannot heal the Veladril. So Veladril is going to be very vulnerable, being a high defense, low HP unit here. Defense break is going to be even extra effective against the Veladril, and it might be the end of Zaratu at this moment.
Yep, looking for the reset on top of Vanessa. Lands that, but Zaratu is coming right in, trying to take care of that Veladril. Veladril is still alive. He can get a hug onto that unit, keep it alive just a little bit longer here. I know he's worried about those dots killing his Veladril, though.
Vanessa revive get reset, but because it hasn't been used yet, the cooldown is going to be back up, and now the revive is back for the Zaratu, looking like it's about to go down very quickly here to the Firebeak. Or Firebeak might be going straight for Vanessa, skipping the whole revive thing.
think he does have to go after Vanessa. Nice little defense break sitting over there. Not enough damage here. The Unicorn's got to be transformed. We're going to get full team cleanse, even some sustain across this field. Eleanor really is a clutch pick coming up for TAKUZO.
And Zeratul is going in hard, feeling the attack buff once again, no longer being debuffed by the enemy team. And right now, 2 units down for Matsu, while TAKUZO still have the revive, still have all 4 units, and the horse is not stopping anytime soon as well. Looking really good for TAKUZO at this position.
Yeah, really good indeed. We got a attack buff coming out for Zeratul. The writing's on the wall, Matsu. There it is. TAKUZO with a round 2 victory here.
Man, the mini heal from the Zeratul is really underrated. It's keeping this unit alive for much longer than it should be compared to before being a sort of glass cannon one-shot unit. But now it can self-heal and stay alive for way longer and being so annoying for the enemy.
Yeah, definitely. I really want to see Matsu pivot into, you know, making TAKUZO kind of worry right now. Because I feel like he's opening up with like this middle distance speed. And I think he needs to come in a little faster and bring in something a little bit scarier to the draft here. Maybe go with like a Yeonhong first pick here and then kind of threaten him with something else here. So Matsu really needs to change the pace, really throw TAKUZO off here. Because TAKUZO is feeling very, very comfortable right now.
I think Yeonhong might be the only high speed unit that Matsu play, because I think he's more specialized in the turn 2, and now TAKUZO is gonna take the Yeonhong away from Matsu. He needs to bring in something fresh here to try and survive the enemy damage, because TAKUZO still haven't busted out a Nikki just yet, and that's gonna be one hell of a damage dealer for Matsu to deal with.
Oh, I can't wait to see if that is what's going to be happening here. But I see our Yeonhong coming up for TAKUZO. We've got that Vanessa comboing up here with Cigar, taking that unit away. Going with Cigar and Velajul this time here for Matsu.
I think TAKUZO might pick up a Nikki and another unit to snipe the enemy, maybe even a Dominic, even though enemy's going fire and ban out the... No, it's going to be loyal to the Zeratul and the horse. The Zeratul is very good against the Velajul meta, because Zeratul can strip every turn as long as he take a turn, and with 3 hit, it's gonna make the strip very consistent as well. So this Velajul is being completely countered by the Zeratul, which is amazing to see.
Ooh, I do like the Shizuka, because the Shizuka is actually not addressed in TAKUZO's draft here. And I think the Lima is also very, very good now. Now, there's a lot of protection. There's a lot of like a sustain and things to worry about on the side of Matsu, but he's not showcasing a lot of damage right now. I would assume that we have a high attack buff, a high attack Shizuka to maybe capitalize on using the bombs to his advantage this time. But if he doesn't have that, I don't know how Matsu plans on winning this match here. The Juno is a direct answer to letting that Shizuka through.
That is definitely going to be a beautiful Juno last pick here to control the entire enemy buff situation. So I think that's going to be a force ban on the Juno. And I think it might be a ban on the Vanessa, so the Sierra and Zeratul can snipe them one by one very quickly with a speed lead.
Ooh, Shizuka is going to be getting the ban, and so is that Juno here. TAKUZO looking really dangerous right now, but we got a 32 speed lead for Matsu. Let's see what happens, guys, because this could be looking at a 3-0 here. Let's find out. Let's get it around at number 3 with Yeonhong kicking things off.
All right, first looking a little bit uncomfortable for the Ciara, because she has to move. She has to do something here with the Lima moving in between, taking away the potential stun coming out. Oh my god, a beautiful revenge from the Lima, keeping the Vanessa alive. For how long though?
We'll see, because we've got Zeratul looking to try and do what he can to this Vanessa. Not happening here. We get the additional turn. Was able to strip just the immunity. Invincibility is going to be staying.
Beautiful resistance coming from Vanessa. Definitely going to be a max res build compared to a Zeratul on a low accuracy build. You can't blame him for that. Zeratul needs way too many things, and accuracy is probably going to be the last thing he cares about. So could not get the invincibility off. But there's nothing that Matsu can do to stop the upcoming damage once again from the Tiara and the Zeratul as well.
Matsu ended up going with the second skill. I feel like in his position, we may need to like strip and create an opening, but we do have that opening sitting on top of the Yeonhong, which is really, really important here. He should go for the second skill. No, he is going to try and get some additional damage. He's trying to get that damage in where he can, so that's probably the route he's going to be taking. Nice little stun sitting on top of that Vanessa here, and Zeratul looking to do more damage to this poor Vanessa.
How did he stun I can't believe it. Usually you have to build with high HP and resist on the horse, but somehow you managed to stun Vanessa too. Vanessa's gonna go down very, very quickly here. Yonho might have to pay the price for that, but 0-2 Ciara combo is still looking really strong, and because 0-2 can strip every turn the immunity from the side of MATSU might not stay forever.
Was that a revenge Vanessa? I think I just saw a revenge Vanessa. I'd have to like rethink that because I feel like I saw that incorrectly, but we'll see. We've got second skill coming out here for Vanessa going on to the Yonhong. Really, MATSU trying to get rid of that Yonhong to eliminate a little bit of sustain and that high volatility that TAKUZO has on his team.
It could be a revenge because I think Vanessa is going to be one of those units that get targeted all the time if she gets to stay on the field. So lucky the spare revenge build can work in your favor sometimes, but definitely not in this position where she's about to eat that bomb. But TAKUZO might want to save the bomb for later for a higher priority target and let the horse finish the job here.
Yep, that is a good horse dropping that Vanessa here. We've got third skill is available, can go for that. Probably is the route that he needs to take here.
All right, not using the clenches yet. Praying for the moment when you can use the cleanse to get rid of the bomb instead. Resetting the 0-2, but 0-2 is still going and doing a lot of damage at the same time.
Needs to land that defense break. Does get it. Bomb is available. Goes out on top of the Lima. I believe Lima can cleanse, but not if she is going to get stunned up there. Almost killed by that bomb.
Unfortunately, Lima is not on Bio. She's on Will Revenge, so she's not getting up from that anytime soon. And 0-2 can definitely finish her off with a skill 1. And right now looking really bad for Velaju and Cigar because they are not going to be doing enough damage to bring out self-healing beast together with the horse next to him to heal back to full HP anytime.
That's right. There's that cleanse coming out, removing all that work. Or not removing that defense break just yet here, but that is where Matsu's attention is going into. He needs to try and eliminate this Zaratu, but that's just not going to be happening. There's way too much sustain here. Zaratu's going to be bringing way too much damage to the table now that he's able to get this attack buff up here. Matsu's in a ton of trouble.
Unfortunately, the bomb's gonna come out soon. No cleansing from Velaju available. That bomb's gonna finish off the Velaju, no problem. And TAKUZO is one step closer to the 3-0 victory of today with the 0-2 moving on to the next enemy here. There's nothing that MATSU can do in this position. No cleanse available. I think this might be GG.
This has to be GG right here because once the Velajul drops out here, there's just no return, and he knows that. The 3-0 for TAKUZO. Well done, sir.